Alright, here's our straightening chucking tool. So we already have a center on this side. We need one over there in the in the lathe chuck. So this appears to be a one right here. So let's stick this over in here. Yeah, it's dropping. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Looks pretty close though, because we're not checking anything that way. We're going to put a dial indicator on here, so we don't really care. Nothing's turning except the shaft. So we got a dial indicator set up here. It goes up and down like that and tells if it's any good or not. And we'll find out what we got. Good parts or trash parts. So if it's going to be bent, it's going to be bent right here. So this is where we're going to measure it, because this is the weak spot. It's not going to bend right here. Not going to bend way down there. It's going to bend right there. So we just put that up in there. Bring that on down. Loosen up till it just spins. Alright. It's already straight, I can tell. Okay, I'll get this thing over here out of the way. It's all the way down to here. Okay. So we gotta get this centered on top of the shaft. So you do that by running a cross slide in and out. So when you get to the highest number, you're on center. See, that's center right there on the high, right there. And we can either check it right here where it's not a wearing part, or we can check where the bearing goes. We'll check where the bearing goes. Yeah, we got a little wear on that shaft. Yeah, got more than I thought I had in there. So it appears that we have a little bit of abuse going on in that shaft. Tighten it up a little bit, see if it changes. Nope. Okay, so that shaft is bent. Two full thou, just under 2, 1.8. Okay, let's go over a little bit further in to where it's cut down more. 2. Yeah, it's a full 2 there. Yeah. So this is the ground area, so I always go off the wear surface area is what I care about. Looks like we're getting a little wear on down there too a little bit. That's okay. This was a U shaft anyway, so that's probably from the original transmission it came out of. These are junk main shafts I recycled and turned into valuable race parts. Alright, so this one here is got a couple thou to deal with. So this high goes this way. So you go to the high spot and you hit it with a big hammer right here and straighten it. That's how you fix it. That's how those are straightened. Alright, so we know what this one is. We're about 2 thou out. So, how much is it going to take to straighten that? I'm not sure yet. We're going to work on that, but not right this minute. Okay, we got another one we got to check here. Yeah. Okay, now we got our counter shaft one here. Check where it's at. Now the problem with this is we don't have a real good surface to check against, but that's okay. We can make it work. All right. It looks like it's wobbling around a little bit, but we'll see. It's hard to check this stuff. We don't have a nice straight surface to work from, so we're going to have to come off of a spline, which is not exactly what you want to be checking off of. But that's all we got. So the spline is right here. So what we want to do is rotate this and see what we get. And you can see it's got a lot of bend in it. See, we're at 90 on that one. Only 80 there. Whoop, there we go, up to 100 right there. And down to 80 right there. So you got 80, 90 to 100, 100. So in 3 notches you go from one extreme to the other. So that is not a good sign. It makes you wonder if this shaft is the centers are even center, because that's way too much movement. You can see how this is not even turning at times, which is not good either. See right there, it's spinning, but it's not straight. I see it wobbling over here. So it's bent down here. Yeah, that's a pretty good bow in this too, so you can see it going up and down quite a bit. Yeah. So this shaft is not very good. Really out of whack. That's probably why the gear broke. It's probably been bent for a while. When gear shafts are bent, the teeth go like this, and when they get way out here, they break off. So my guess is this shaft has been tweaked for a little while. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You can see it moving around. So we don't know where it's bent at. Rest assured, it is bent very badly. Yeah, I can fix a lot of stuff, but this is, when you're out 20 thousandths out on a shaft this short, these aren't easy to fix. I'm trying to figure out where the bend is at. It looks like it's bent right here, but it's also bent on this side about the same way. So where's the actual bend at? Is the whole thing bent? Or is it just bent here and over here? Is it bent twice? Once on that side, once on this side. It's hard to believe it would bend in the middle. That's a pretty thick shaft, but when you put enough pressure on things, they do move around a lot. So I'm thinking that this shaft here is not going to be usable. So that means I got to come up with something here. I don't think I'll be able to fix this thing. Alright, well, it's definitely got to come apart, so I'm going to get this gear off of here. That's just a matter of pressing it off. And then we'll come back and see what we got for an actual shaft, how bad it really is. If it's bent in the middle of the shaft, it's going to be very hard to straighten. If it's on the ends, I can probably straighten them because they're thinner. But still not the easiest thing to do. Yeah. So I basically got 2 bad shafts. So basically the whole transmission, everything in that tranny is junk. The whole thing. Very expensive. Nothing like having expensive parts you can't buy no more. Alright, let's go over here and see if we got any tools over here by the press that I can use. Alright. It looks like I might have some tools here to use. Okay, so this goes on top of there like that. That holds that. I got these nice cut off parts off the axles that have thin area here and thick area here. Look at that, they fit right there. They fit right where we need to be. So I can just come down and push on it. why I don't throw away pieces of metal. You never know what you need a cut off piece of axle for. Pressing tool, that's what it's for. Looks like that comes out pretty easy. There you go. That's what an XR 750 countershaft looks like. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Press is leaking. You got a needle bearing in there. Appears the washer's been pretty hot. When the washers are bluish purple color, that means they've been warm. Yeah. Oh, another washer on the inside. Yeah, these have washers all over the place. Yeah, these things have been used and abused, as you would say. That's a lot of high RPM and neutral and not much lubrication going on. We do not have Tribodyne and tranny, but we will when I put it back together. Tribodyne protects things like this from happening. Not the bending, but the lubricating. Okay, now we got this off. You can see what it looks like for real. So I'm going to put it back in and see where it's really bent at. So my guess is we're going to be modifying this gear. Only problem is I don't have a good way of doing that. We're going to go back to a stock gear with a brass bushing. I'm sure that'll love the RPM I turn that motor. All right. Definitely see it's bent over here pretty heavily. Looks like there's something over here too, though. Definitely is bent badly right there. Yeah. So you go to fix stuff like this, you want to go the worst first. So I think it's bent on this side and this side. So it looks like this is bent different than here when you're spinning it. Which means this is going up and down more than this is going up and down. Which is quite possible. It could also be bent right in the middle. Don't know. It's worn so much it's hard to tell what's going on. But rest assured it is definitely not the best. Alright, so to make this work we're going to have to get some tools over here and do a little massaging on it. And we got to massage that one up there too. Alright. And we also need to go look for some parts. Alright, we'll be back.